Epilogue, Immigration and the Obligation to Inherit. America is, indeed, a nation of immigrants, but more precisely, it is a nation of successfully assimilated immigrants. That success was not accidental. It was structured, it was expected, and it was enforced socially, culturally, and legally. The tragedy of the present moment is not that people want to come here. This has always been true. The tragedy is that we have forgotten what coming here is supposed to mean. A nation is not a hotel. Citizenship is not a subscription service, and identity is not infinitely divisible without consequence. If America is to endure, not merely as an economic zone, but as a people and as a nation, it must recover the courage to say what every functional society has always known. Immigration is not an entitlement. It is not a human right. It is a privilege. The price of the privilege is productivity, assimilation, and good conduct. And sovereignty is non-negotiable. And if that makes some people uncomfortable, well, good. It should make them uncomfortable. Far too many people have spent far too many years living with their heads in the clouds, imagining that residency in the United States is some sort of party favor that we can pass out to anybody in the world who happens to want it. But it is not, and we cannot. So that discomfort, hopefully, is a much needed and long overdue first indication that historical memory and pragmatic rationale are perhaps, at last, reasserting themselves. And as we close out this field guide, we would do well to ponder the following questions. What kind of a place do we want to be? Do we want to be a place that's worth living in, or a place where everybody gets to live? We cannot be both. We have to pick one or the other. Do we care about the inheritance that for some of us has been passed down by 14 generations of our forebears? Since Jamestown and Plymouth and Popham and Salem and elsewhere, do we want our own descendants 14 generations hence, in the year 2450 or thereabouts, to have access to that same inheritance? Or are we comfortable sacrificing it on the altar of some naive vision of a borderless globalist utopia that is never going to exist? And most importantly, do we have the right to make that choice at all? Is it our place to break the chain of inheritance that connects our ancestors 420 years ago and our future progeny 420 years from now? And if we choose not to break the chain, what should that inheritance look like? Should it look like a coherent, cohesive nation state that cares about its own historic values and traditions and institutions and expects, unashamedly, without apology or equivocation, that new arrivals should do the same? Or should it just look like a flag and a few scraps of old parchment that we don't pay that much attention to anymore because it's passé and unfashionable?